what do you think would happen if, just say, everything just got wiped clean now? So all of what everyone knows is,
Well, I'll give you the
bank.
real thing. Imagine if, rather than the dollars, imagine if like someone went, whether it was with malintention or whatnot, and cut the seabed cables by accident. Let's say someone's like cut the seabed cables, and all of our satellite network just like drops, asteroid goes through it, something like that, and we have zero like internet. That's it, gone. Zero internet. What would you do then? Because you wouldn't have access to your money if you, I guess, only thing would be your cards, but the cards wouldn't work because the machines wouldn't work anymore.
Yeah. I like my one better because then you sort of, because in that
then you're constrained even more. Okay,
in that situation, I think it's different because it's still there. Whereas my one, I'm thinking more like everything just goes to zero. Like,
okay, you're thinking everything goes to zero
out, and there's no way to prove who had this and who had that.
Okay.
What would happen then? Like, would it be a full-on revolt? Would the...
You're talking everybody?
Everybody. So, like,
everybody.
Billionaires are now just... Well, they're people with a big fancy house, for sure. But all their other stuff is, like... There's no way to prove that they're a billionaire anymore, like, with all the zeros in the bank and whatnot.
Yep.
So it's, like, all that liquid... No, it'd just be interesting to see... who would come out on that world? Would it be the people who just grab the most shit? Like, I go over and just, grab the ferry and then park it.
Yeah.
Or would it be, I don't know. It'd be pretty fascinating to figure out.
I think
like, which countries would do it better as well.
I'm just trying to imagine about what would happen, but I feel like there's so many complexities.
Yeah, it's such mayhem.
It'd be just ridiculousness. Like, there'd be the angle of governments trying to impose almost like martial law. Like, okay, no, you got to do this, you got to do that, because you can't. Basically, like, how can you move around if you've got no fuel to pay for, kind of deal. Like,
So yeah, I think countries with a high level of trust already, so let's just go like the Scandinavian countries, I think that'd be pretty good. They're all just chilled out. They're like, oh no, that was yours, eh? And, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Australians, I think we'd probably be slightly less than that, so I think we'd see a bit more mayhem than then. But I'm just imagining places like the US, which seem to have a lot of drama, the South American countries that go crazy anyway, and then Africans are like, oh, I don't have anything to lose, really. I wasn't using this technology anyway, so I'm like, all sweet.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, I see it the other way. I see it in the way that countries like China would be fine, because they would just put it on like all power and be
just
like, okay,
down,
nope, lockdown. Like, this is exactly what you're doing. Whereas a more freer country, let's say US and even Australia, we just like lose marbles. Like, we just wouldn't. Like, we wouldn't play ball with each other, like, because there wouldn't be like some higher entity forcing power to, no, this is what you got to do. There's no feeling of oppression. So it's like, okay, well, now what am I going to do? Like, what's the, at that point, like, why even go to work if you're maybe if the $0 is not
good
going
question.
up? Like, what happens there?
I asked that question without having all this happen now.
That's true. That's true.